Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, a beautiful day to sit down and talk about all the absolute chaos happening in LA. If you want to know every single messy detail about what went down on The Bold and the Beautiful for July 16, you are in the right place. Grab a coffee or something stronger because we have a lot of ground to cover today. Let's just jump right into it. So Ridge is talking to Eric about rescheduling the Haute Couture launch. And honestly, I am already so exhausted by this entire business storyline. Ridge actually wants the attention on Forrester and Logan. Well, he wants the attention away from Katie and Bill, and he wants Forrester to basically crush Katie's new Logan fashion house. It's like Ridge can't even focus on his own family's legacy anymore because he is just so blindly obsessed with whatever Katie is doing. He was telling Eric that this rescheduled launch is going to be this massive, attractive place to debut Eric's line, and it will be completely out of reach for Katie and Bill. But let's be real for a second. Who actually believes this is going to end well? The writers are clearly setting Forrester up for a massive fall. Because if Eric's launch doesn't go smoothly, Forrester Creations could be in a really tough spot. A really, really tough spot. And why? Because they have completely overspent. Carter literally sat them down and warned them about this. Carter is the COO. He is the only one who actually looks at the numbers while Ridge is busy playing ego games. But do they listen to Carter? No. They never listen to Carter. So basically they have spent way too much time and way too much money trying to compete with Logan. It's actually ridiculous when you think about the timeline of all this. They literally closed down their entire jewelry line. Just shut it down. Poof. Gone. Because of Logan. And then they delayed Eric's launch. Eric Forrester, the founder, they delayed his launch because of Logan. It's like they are making all these huge, company-altering decisions based purely on spite. The Forresters really need to get a grip. I mean, the fans on social media have been screaming about this for weeks. You can't just run a multi-million-dollar fashion empire by reacting to your ex-sister-in-law's new startup. It makes Ridge look so petty and honestly kind of incompetent. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It's just frustrating to watch them make the same dumb mistakes over and over again. And speaking of frustrating, let's talk about Carter and Daphne. Because my heart is just breaking for them right now. Their marriage is being tested in a way that I don't think anyone was really prepared for. We all knew Daphne was struggling and that they were having trouble getting pregnant. But today it just got so real. So Steffi was actually there to support Daphne, which I have to admit was a really nice moment. Sometimes Steffi gets so caught up in her own drama and throwing her weight around the office, but she was genuinely there for Daphne today. And Finn showed up too. He was there in a part of their meeting with his mom, Dr. Finn. So you have all these medical professionals and family members around, and it's just this heavy, heavy realization that things are not working out the way Daphne wanted. The infertility storyline is always a tough one to watch. But they are playing it so well. It just hurts. Daphne has to go home and tell Carter what is actually going on. She has to look him in the eye and tell him that her body isn't doing what they desperately need it to do. And you guys know Carter. He has been through so much garbage. He has had his heart broken so many times by so many different women. He finally finds someone he loves, they get married, they want to start a family, and now this. Why do the writers hate Carter so much? Seriously, what did Lawrence St. Victor do to deserve this endless cycle of misery? But I am almost positive about how Carter is going to react. He is a good guy. He is going to be devastated, sure, but he is going to support her. I am sure he will tell Daphne that they can look into other options to start a family. He will probably be the one to bring up adoption or surrogacy, because Carter just wants to be a dad. He wants a family with Daphne, no matter how they have to make it happen. I just hope Daphne doesn't push him away because she feels broken. That is such a classic soap trope, and I am really hoping they avoid it here. Just let them be a strong couple who figures it out together. But of course, we can't have an episode without some messy teenage and young adult drama. So Will goes to Elektra, and he is basically begging her. He goes to see her to plead with her to take him back. Will wants her not to break up with him, and he is just pouring his heart out. And it's kind of pathetic, but also you have to feel bad for the guy, because none of this was really his fault. Ivy is the one who intercepted the letter. Ivy is the one who manipulated this entire situation. Will was just a victim of Ivy's crazy need to control Elektra's life. So now Will is standing there trying to explain himself, trying to fix the damage that his crazy aunt-in-law or whatever caused. And Elektra is just standing there, probably so confused and overwhelmed, because she thought Will didn't care. She thought he ignored her letter. And now he is here begging. But here is the thing. Will is not going to get a quiet moment to just talk to his girlfriend. Oh no, because RJ is lurking around. RJ has been sniffing around Elektra ever since things went south with Will. And RJ is definitely going to get involved. We are absolutely going to see RJ step in and tell Will that he shouldn't be there. RJ is acting so arrogant lately. It's like he suddenly remembered he has Massimo Marone's blood in his veins or something. He is just puffing his chest out and trying to be the alpha male. So RJ is going to insert himself into a conversation that has literally nothing to do with him. He is going to tell Will to leave Elektra alone. And Will is a Spencer. Will is not just going to nod and walk away. Bill Spencer's son is not going to let Ridge Forrester's son tell him what to do. So is there going to be a conflict? Oh, you bet there is. I wouldn't be surprised if another physical scuffle breaks out right there. They already got into it a few episodes ago, and the tension has only gotten worse. RJ wants Elektra. Will wants Elektra. And Elektra is just the prize in the middle of this ridiculous Spencer versus Forrester ego trip. Honestly, if I were Elektra, I would just tell them both to get lost and go focus on my designs. But she won't. She will probably look all torn and conflicted while the boys yell at each other. It just feels like this whole show right now is about men making terrible decisions. Ridge is destroying his company's budget to fight Katie. Will and RJ are fighting over a girl instead of acting like adults. And Carter is the only one actually trying to hold things together, both at work and in his personal life. It's a lot to process. I am really curious to see how Katie is going to react when she finds out that Ridge delayed Eric's launch just to mess with her. She is going to be so smug. Bill is going to be unbearable. And Brooke is going to be stuck right in the middle of it all, as usual. And what about Ivy? Is she just going to get away with all of this? Steffi was supposed to be deciding if she was going to fire Ivy, but now Steffi is busy at the hospital with Daphne. So Ivy is probably just wandering the halls of Forrester Creations, plotting her next move. It is so clunky how they just drop storylines for a day to focus on something else, but that's daytime TV for you. Anyway, I am rambling now, but there is just so much going on. The business stuff is a mess. The romance stuff is breaking my heart, and the young kids are just being annoying. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this. Do you think Ridge is making a huge mistake with Eric's launch? Do you think Carter and Daphne will end up adopting? And whose side are you on in this ridiculous RJ and Will feud? Let me know. I need to go lay down and process all this drama.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.